Okay, so on this one, I just figured we would do slope from 2 points. I went ahead and started by labeling each of my x's and y's, color coding, of course, because then I had the slope from 2 points formula, which is on the formula chart you have. Y2 minus y1, which is the change in the y, or the rise, and then the x2 minus x1, which is the change in the x's. So I matched up my colors. All right, so if I look at the first example, I would go ahead and fill in my formula based off of what I have over there, and it says y2. So y2 is right here. So that's going to be 5 minus, and I always write that minus because in case I have a negative, and then y2 minus y1, which is 3, and then x2, 1, minus, and then x1, which is 2. So now if you had the yellow calculator that they provide for you at school, you could type in this whole entire thing and just get the answer right away. But if you just have a regular calculator, you just do the one part at a time. So if I worked out the numerator part first, 5 minus 3 is 2. 1 minus 2, that's going to end up being a negative 1. So I can leave it as 2 over negative 1, or I can go all the way to negative 2. Okay, but that's my slope from those 2 points. All right, so if I keep going on to the next one, so let's see, here's this example. Again, let's move this over so I can see the formula. Okay, so first one I have is y2. So my y2 here is negative 2 minus, then my y1, 3, over, then my x2 minus my x1. All right, do my calculations. Negative 2 minus 3. The signs are the same. If I do my integer rules or just type it in the calculator, it's negative 5. And 5 minus 5 is 0. So I got to think, I don't have a graph. Is this one a 0 slope or is that a undefined slope? Well, if I type that in the calculator, it would tell me that it is undefined. I just remember it. 0 in the denominator doesn't work. Denominator of 0 doesn't work. So that's when it's undefined. Okay, continuing on to my next one. So here I can see my formula still up at the top. Starting with the y2. y2 is negative 5 minus, then my y1, negative 3. So you can see right here, if I'm not careful, I might accidentally just write negative 5 minus 3, but it's negative 5 minus whatever your y1 was. And so then x2 is negative 2 minus your x1 of negative 1. Now, I can type that straight in the calculator or do my integer rules from when we did it in class. We got these double signs. Those go away and turn into a plus. So negative 5 plus 3 leaves me with negative 2. Signs are different, so you subtract and keep the sign of the 5 because it's larger. Same thing over here. Double signs. The minus and negative turns into plus. Negative 2 plus 1, different signs. So find the difference. Take the sign of the larger, which is the 2. I can leave it as negative 2 over negative 1, or it's also the same thing as 2 over 1, both of them being negative or both of them being positive, or if they just put it as 2. So any of those options, depending on what is being asked specifically from you, that's your slope for that. And the last one, so here I have my y2 minus my y1 over my x2 minus my x1. So there's another negative again. All right, so 1 minus 1 is 0. Double signs, negative minus a negative turns into a plus, so 2 plus 6 makes 8. Don't leave it like that. 0 in the numerator, that one does work, and if you weren't sure, type it in the calculator and it will tell you it equals 0. All right, so hopefully that helps a little. Maybe the color coding, you want to do the color coding to help you put your numbers in the right spot for the formula. But again, hopefully that helps some.